Hey everyone, how you doing? Sorry, it's a bit dark. Like I got the light from my phone uh, on here. So I decided to film this video now at like 2 in the morning because I can't sleep. Someone's sleeping here next to me. Not that you'd be able to really see much of him there. But this video is a video that's all about him, all about Bugalugs. I've been saying I was going to do a video about him for a while. So yeah, I'm recording on my iPad, so it probably won't be as good a quality. I don't know if you can hear him snoring. He does snore really loud. So yeah, I had a few questions sent to me. So first question was, where we got him from. I have mentioned it before, but some people may not go back and watch those videos. I don't know what videos they're in. So you've got this shadow here. It looks like I'm a bird with a beak because of my glasses. Sorry guys, it's the best I can do. So he actually chose us. It was New Year's Day in the evening, 2012. And Mr. Bugalugs here just turned up on our doorstep. And against the wishes of Matthew and my friend Tanya, I fed him some chicken. And yeah, he's here. that's the rest they say is history about that. So we decided about a week after, when he just kept coming round, that we'd keep him. Of course I kept feeding him. But for a couple of months there though, yeah, it was mostly dealing with Matthew because I didn't move in until the March. So yeah. Matthew and I'd been together, 7 months when Bugalugs came along. Yeah. And yeah, next question, if I can remember what it was. Our Bugs is his sleeping habits, in a way, sort of like his favourite places to sleep. So he has a lot of places he likes to sleep. Like right now, like he'll sleep with us in the bed. We always joke that he's our birth control because he'll sleep in between us. But yeah, there's a cushion on chest of drawers in my craft room that he'll sometimes sleep on. Same as in the other front room where we've got another bed in there, and then there's also another cushion on top of a cupboard, a bookshelf there that he likes to sleep on. The back of one of the recliners that's against the window in the lounge room, and also there is a camphor wood chest that belonged to Matthew's mother that we've put a few blankets on for him, and he'll sleep there. Sometimes he'll sleep on the couch with us. He's not much of a lap cat, but sometimes he will hop on our lap. But outside there are a few places he likes to sleep, but he likes being, especially in summer, because it gets so hot. This is a concrete house. These walls here are hard concrete. It's really hot in summer, so he likes to go and he'll sleep under the house. In the backyard there's a place behind the shed where he'll sleep. Our neighbours on this side, so this wall where I am is the side the neighbours are. They don't really do much with their garden, so it just grows. So it's overgrown, so it's nice and cool and shady for him. He'll sleep in their garden, the plant garden thing. And then the neighbours on the other side of us, they have a I don't know if it's just a rose bush or some kind of flower plant at the front of their house, and he likes to sleep under that too, outside. Sometimes we'll find him against the fence, just laying against the fence in the shade, or we also have out the front a little bush in our front garden against the front fence. Under there, we call it his cave because it's like a little cave under there that he likes to sleep in there too. So yeah, that's his favourite things. Our favourite toys, he doesn't really have favourite toys that he plays with. He doesn't really like playing much with toys, except for the ones on the stick where it's just like little feathery things, or they're like string or whatever thing on a stick. Or sometimes he'll go after, he goes after the phone cords and that. So yeah, he likes playing with phone cords, dressing gown cords, sometimes the one thing that he used to, he will when spring comes again and summer. In our front garden, we've got a couple of really small plum trees. Well, the trees are big, but the plums are just small on them. I'll pick them up because we don't eat them. I don't like them. I like the big plums that you can get. Those ones aren't very nice. So I'll pick the plums off and I'll just throw them and he'll go chase them. So spring, summer, then we have a little bit of fun with him chasing those. But we do buy him toys and that throughout the year. Sometimes he'll play with them, but not very often. But he does prefer the string of feathery things on a stick, that sort of thing. And there goes some of you see that flowing there? That was cat hair. That was Bug's hair. That because I'm patting him, it's coming off. So you'll see it floating around. It's not ghosts or spirits, I promise. So yeah, that's about it. He also likes to play with the toilet rolls, the empty toilet rolls. We'll get them, sometimes we've got an empty one, they're in the toilet, sitting on the toilet, and we just squish it down and play with him under the door. He likes playing under the door. Sometimes he likes playing with a couple of sheets of toilet paper. Yeah, he's funny. But yeah, that's toys. Did have a question about whether we'll get another cat because of within the neighbour's cat being around. No. And even once, hopefully it's not for a while, once Bugalugs does finally leave us, we won't be getting another pet. Yeah, we just don't think we will probably ever get another pet. Don't know. If we do, it'll probably be like a fish or something. Something doesn't cause so much trouble or need the vet so much. He has cost us a lot over the years at the vet. He just cost us over $700 a couple of weeks ago, so a week and a half, 2 weeks, yeah, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, so yeah, but he's fine now. What else? Yeah, so yeah, we won't be getting another cat. Even while he's still with us, we won't be getting another one. You see him with the neighbour's cat. You've seen the videos and that. They get along, but they do have little play fights and that, like they hit each other and that. And we try to stop it where we can. Also, there's a question about whether he likes to be inside or outside more. Earlier on, when we had him, he preferred being outside more. He'd spend all day outside and wouldn't come in until dinner time. But he's getting older. He's actually, as I'm filming this, it's the early hours of the 2nd of August. So this month he will turn 10. But the last couple of years he's wanted to spend more time inside. So he's inside a lot more. But also being winter now, that's nothing new with him being inside a lot more. But we even found in the last summer that he wanted to be in more. The last couple of summers. Yeah, so yeah, he's now, I think he's getting old. Not as old as my sister's cat. My sister's cat Tansy is actually 19. So yeah, but Bugs is just, yeah, I think he's realising he just wants to be inside more. And I think a lot of that also now has to do since the white cat as we call it, because it's mostly white and it is a male. Since it's turned up, he wants to be inside more because it's a lot younger cat. It's probably not even a year old. It's probably about a year old. I wouldn't say it's much older than a year old. So it's in that playful mood, it wants to play. But the neighbours aren't really that good about looking after it because these ones behind us here, next to us here, they leave the window open for it to just come in and out, but it's kind of like jammed, sort of locked, sort of that, so can't open any further. But it's sort of like a door, a cat door thing that they have there for it. Yeah, so they just don't care, even though it's illegal for the cats to be outside at night. So anyway, so yeah, so I just said we're not going to get another cat or pet. I think we've been lucky with him, with how good he is, and so yeah. And then speaking of that, like with the vet thing, someone did send me a message asking about how he is at the vet, and he's actually really good at the vet. He's so quiet. The only thing is he doesn't want to get out of his cat carrier, but he wants to go straight back into it. But other than that, he's very quiet. He does meow a bit in the car when we're driving to and from the vet. But once we're at the vet, he doesn't make a sound. With the vet, he doesn't struggle or anything or try to get away. He just sits there calmly, lets the vet do what he has to do. And then once he's done, he's happy. He just goes straight back into his carrier and he's ready to go home. So that's, he's not like most other cats when it comes to the vet. So, yeah. One thing is he's not a really big fan of strangers either. Or kids, probably because he's never been around kids. So if he'd been around kids, it'd be different. But because he hasn't, then he sees them, he doesn't really like them. And I think it also has to do with early on too, when there are the younger kids living the streets around, and they'd go up and down with their bikes and that, and they'd see him in the front yard and they'd tease him and that. So he doesn't like kids. Sorry. Yeah. What else? What other questions are out? I'm just going through my memory of the questions that I read. And I'm gonna yawn. Oh, but it is after 2 a.m. There's another question. Oh, someone asked about a funny story and that. Probably one of the funniest would be, for years over, so our house and the house behind us, which has been knocked down, before it was knocked down, but then you've got an old school that they're developing into housing and all that now. When they first started digging up the ground and that, and we rang out, and you go past, like, even from the house, like, a lot of the time we couldn't leave our windows open, but it would still seep through. The smell of the mud, it smelt like cow crap. It really did. And there's this one time we're trying to get him inside. It was getting dark, and we're calling him, couldn't find him. For about half an hour, we're out there calling him. Eventually came back and grabbed him and picked him up to take him inside. Oh my God, the smell. He had gone mud wrestling. That's what we reckon, because he stunk. He was over there he went mud wrestling. That's what we say. But oh my goodness, it wasn't funny at the time, I tell you, because I've never smelled something so rank before. It's worse than, I swear, it was smelt worse than the sewer. And growing up in small country town, you have your your sewage tank in your backyard, and you gotta unblock that. Whew! But no, he smelt worse. And oh my God, that I know I should have videoed it at the time, but us trying to clean him, it was so funny trying to clean him, because he didn't want to be cleaned. Couldn't put him in the bath or anything, so we were just lucky that I used baby wipes in my craft for cleaning. It was lucky just I had a heap of baby wipes, because that's all I could do. Baby wipes, and we also had some disinfectant wipes. That's the only way we could clean him without him ripping us to shreds. So yeah, it was, we look back on it now and we just laugh about it, but it was just so funny trying to clean him, because he'd go from me to Matthew to try and get away, and from just keep going, and then try to jump out of our arms, and oh my God, it was funny. Yeah. What were other questions? Hang on, give me a sec. Whoop, sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. I've got them here. Another thing was like how he got his name. So we hadn't decided what we were going to call him. We had no idea, and we were trying to think of something for, you know, where we live and that, something to do with that, but no, it just wasn't right. And then he was doing something, he was playing around, being cheeky and that one day, and Matthew just said, "Oh, you're just a little Bugalugs, aren't you?" And then I said, "That's cute, I like that." So we called him Bugalugs. That's how his name came about. So yeah, it's that. He does another thing. He does go, if we go on holiday, he goes to a cattery. They look after him, and we love the cattery that we go to. They are brilliant. He's been there a heap of times. Probably 7, 8 times or something, and he loves it there. They are amazing there. No matter the dietary requirements for a cat or anything else, that know the food they eat, that comes into the cost of them there. You just tell them what they eat and and they will buy it, because it's all part of the cost of him staying there. Every cat every day that they have there gets at least a minimum of an hour one-on-one time with one of the owners or workers and carers there, which is good. And they will send us photos and videos of how he's going, which is really good. And they're so nice, and it's a really nice place. So yeah, and he enjoys it there. So, and sometimes they have, because it's like a big place, and they have cages on each side, and then a really nice big wide long like corridors and that. So Bugalugs always goes into an area that also has an outside bit where he can run around and play outside. I mean, it's not huge, but it's enough for him. Has time outside, and their little area is like two the cages long. So if there's another cat in the cage next to him, they take times throughout the day, and they alternate when they go out, different times of the day, for however long. So if they want to go out, they can. Like, they leave their door open, in their little door to go outside open. If they're going to be going in, they want to go in and out for their time, while the other one is closed, so that they're not mingling and that. But I mean, they see each other through the cages next to them, but other than that, yeah. And then sometimes they'll let them run up and down the long corridor too. So yeah, it's good. But they're really good, and you can call them up at any time, ask how they're going. But they have a Facebook page, so they you can see on there, they post photos and videos on there as well. So yeah, he seems to like it there. But he's always happy when we pick him up to come home. What else? Yeah, I'm just trying to think of some other things to tell you. I should have written them down, but this is just a last minute thing that I was going to do. But yeah, otherwise, that's it, I think. Let's see. Come say quick hello, because it's a video all about you. Hey, say hello. Hello. Okay, that light's blinding you. So there it is. This is all about Mr. Bugalugs here. Hey. Yeah, and unlike a lot of cats, he absolutely loves belly rubs. If he's outside and we've gone somewhere, when we come back, he knows the car. He knows the sound of different cars, and he knows which one's ours. He comes out, he'll lie, depending on where he is. Sometimes it's in the middle of our driveway, or next door's driveway, or in the middle of the footpath. Sometimes he even rolls in the gutter. We call it the belly rub flop, because he just flops down on his side and rolls onto his back waiting for a belly rub. He loves his belly rubs. So he's a rare cat. A lot of cats don't like it, but he does. So we'll let him go back down there and go to sleep. So yeah. He's turning around to face me now. All right, guys, I think that's it. That's all I can think of. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments and I'll reply to your questions in the comments. But otherwise, that's that. I'll leave it there. So thank you for watching. Thanks to those who sent me questions. Hope this answered them for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe somewhere down here. Press the bell notification. Comment, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.